Today I want to talk about the 7 steps you can act right now to win your future, so that when you are already 60, 65, you might want to say, man, I made it. Okay, you don't want to say, man, what did I do all this time? Whether you are 20, 30, 40, in your 60s, you want to do these things. Okay, these are the proven things that has worked over and over, and I have done tons of research on this and I have come up with the 7 points. But if you stick around, I might give you a bonus point at the end. So as I said, you don't want to do some stupid things, you don't want to spend your money, but we're gonna touch on all those things in this video. The first one is to have a clear financial goal. Now there is 3 steps. The first is short-term goal, mid-term goal, and the long-term goal. Short-term goal could be 1 to 2 years. Mid-term could be 5 to 10 years. Now the long-term could be 20 plus years. Regardless of your age, you want to set that, you want to write that down, and it's good to review every couple of weeks, a month, what is your goal. Now you want to look often the short-term goal. What do you want to achieve in these couple of years? Maybe you want to learn something, maybe you want to do something new, maybe you want to start something. So make sure that you review your goal at least every 2 weeks or so. Now the second one is to have a budget plan and stick with it. Now many times people make a budget and they say, man, screw, I don't want to look into it. But no, you want to look into it, you want to give some time, not that you want to do tomorrow. You want to give some time, you want to think about, man, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to spend my money. You want to make sure that you spend wisely, like your income, your expense, and your investments, because everything is important. And all these investments is the most important. So you want to make sure that you write that down and look on those goals and follow those plans accordingly. Now the third one is to build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is something you set aside, maybe $5,000 to $10,000 or like in your bank account, so that something happens, right, in a home or something emergency comes. Let's say you have a furnace broken, right, like the hot water tank may be gone, or you have some repair like the roof maybe, or you gotta build some fences. So those are the emergency fund. Let's say you have a broken hand and you can't work for a month or two. So what you're gonna do, you might want to use that fund. But if you plan for your future, you don't really need that. People usually set aside, everybody should have 5 to 10,000 in their bank account. You don't want to set aside too much, okay? Rather you want to invest that money. So make sure that it's good to have at least 5 to 10,000 in your bank account, like a running cost, so that something happens, something pops, something like unfortunate, you want to use that fund. Now the fourth one is really important. Stick around, guys, okay? The fourth one is invest in your education and career. Of course, many people think that once they are done with the university, with their college or the high school, whatever, the education is done. But the real education starts after they complete the high school or the graduation or the university, college, whatever, because in that it's all about the foundation. I think we just learn nothing but like how to read and write and how to be be running, be consistent, all those times. But the real education starts once you finish all these things. Once you finish this formal education, your real education starts, because once you go into the job market or a business or any areas of life, you gotta go deeper, and there where the real education starts, because you want to be specialized in one field. Just like a medical doctor, they won't let you like surgery anything or operation anything in the body, unless you go deeper, right? And that what the makes them different. Like bunch of people complete the medical, right, the education, they go like 5 years, 10 years, but the specialist, the general practitioner is just a general practitioner. I mean, they have invested so much time and money. I don't want to overlook that, but the main specialization happens once they spend like maybe next 3 years, 4 years on the operation things, right? Like the heart surgery or the brain surgery or the eye surgery or anything. So you want to be more specialized. So make sure that you invest that time. And I always say, you gotta start something new as a side hustle. If you are just like casual, or you wanna go really deep, let's say, man, I wanna make real impact on financial world, maybe on the business world. Okay, something you gotta specialize. Now we went through 4, right? We went through 4. Now 5 is managing the debt wisely. Most of the people run their credit card, take a loan, maybe have a line of credit all like maxed out. You don't want to be in that position. For that reason, you want to always or only invest your 20. You gotta invest 20% of money every month. Other is you gotta spend 40% only. Okay, means that let's say you have a like $10,000 monthly income coming to you, like 4,000 is gone on the tax is gone on the 40%, right, on the 10,000. Now other is, now the remaining is 6,000. Now 4,000 you gotta spend for yourself, and 2,000 make sure that you set aside every month. Every month you gotta invest on something, maybe your education, maybe investments, maybe retirement fund, something that grows, something that helps you to skill or gain more skills or make more money. So you gotta do that. Otherwise you're gonna be, don't avoid these things, guys. Take a note and make sure that you follow these steps. Now the 7th one is have an insurance, protect with the insurance. Now I'm not really good fan or really big fan of those long-term insurance like a whole life or whatever they call, but I'm really okay with the term insurance. Term insurance is something that 20 years, like a span of 20 years, and what happens is you only pay if you are in your 20s and you don't like really smoke, drink a lot. You might spend maybe, I don't know, like $20-$30. I pay, I think, around $25 to $30 between, and including I and my wife, we pay around $60, I think. So why? Because it is secure, Now something happens to your wife, your family is covered, because you have a house loan, you have auto loans, you might have other loans. You want to pay that off if something happens to the person who brings, or the person who is the bread person, or a person who brings most of the money or works really hard in the house, So you want to make sure that you are covered. At least you want to have 500K or something to cover in case something goes wrong in the family. Okay, and the last one, the 7th one, is living a healthy lifestyle. I would rather say live a active lifestyle. Means that, man, you gotta wake up same time in the morning, regardless of it's a weekend or not. Maybe Sunday you wanna give some time, sleep maybe a little bit longer, but other time you can't sleep up to 10 o'clock, okay, even though it's weekend or whatever. What you gotta do is you gotta wake up at the same time, 6 o'clock, 5:30, maybe 5. You gotta stretch, okay, you gotta give some time to your body, 1 hour every day, no excuse. Give 1 hour to your body, that is living healthy lifestyle. Make sure that you cut down on oily stuff and the sugary stuff, like means the oil and the sugar, okay. Don't consume, or even more salt. So make sure that you cut down on all those things. Make sure that you balance, and you always, if you just exercise for an hour, stretch your body, run like maybe 15 minutes a day every day for 6 days, 7 days a week, man, you feel like you're on a heaven, you're riding on a water, okay, because it feels good, man, it feels good. So make sure that you do not avoid these things. So these are the 7 things you want to secure your future or win in the future. You want to do these things. If I have been little faster, make sure that you go back, watch all this video, take a note and implement in your life. Okay, cultivate these things in your life. Now the last one, I said that I'm gonna give you a bonus. Okay, I'm gonna give you the bonus, and the eighth one or the last one, the bonus is cultivate to a strong network. Means that not all your people, the people you meet are your friends. The friends are the people who are your really close one. And that creates a strong, like the friendliness, or if you go through some hard time, you wanna share those things. That is really important. And I see the more people get older, they have lesser friends because you don't want to hang out with the people. Maybe you want to spend some time, but it's hard to have a new friends if you are in your 50s, 60s. So you want to build that bond right from the beginning. Okay, you want to find that, matches your understanding, your thinking, your opinion, and build that strong bond so that even though you are 60s or 70s, you have that relationship with your friends, family, whoever. Okay, so you make sure that the people around you encourage you, mentor you, support you, and also influence positively. So make sure that you have someone around you that builds that relationship. So these are the 8 points, guys, that help you to win in the future. And I'm sure you have taken some notes. If not, make sure that you do. And if you did, like the video, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again in the next video.